Hello and welcome to the Dutching channel. It's Saturday the 4th of May 2024, just gone past 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to do the selections today for Newmarket, and we hope we have a better day than we did yesterday, because basically the day before's profit went out on yesterday's losses. So let's hope, fingers crossed, we can produce a few winners. So let's go through the card at Newmarket first for the non-runners. In the 110, we got Dorothy Lawrence, that's not going. In the 220, Latam. In the 255, Equality. And in the last race, the 550, Epsom Faithful is a non-runner. So they're the horses that are out today. So we're going to go to my spreadsheet and we're going to start there with the first race at Newmarket. We've actually got a bet in pretty much every race there today. So we're going to start with the 110, and our top selection here is Heritage House. So we'll go into Matchbook. And Heritage House, that's currently trading at 11. So stakes of £9 and 9 would return us £100. Then we've got Azure Angel. Azure Angel, that is 9.2. And stakes of £10.87 would return us £100. And our third selection here, Unequal Love, that's trading at 6. So stakes of £16.67 would return us £100. And our fourth selection is Funny Story. And Funny Story is 5.7. So let's see what we've staked first in those first three. £36.63. So we've only got £13.37 left. So that is the maximum stake we can have on Funny Story. So into the Newmarket 110, we've got three running for us: Heritage House, Azure Angel, and Unequal Love. One of those three would return £100, and Funny Story would be the lesser amount. We will go and do a recap and do the money for the fourth selection there. So into the 145 at Newmarket, we go for a horse here called Rabba. This is our top selection. And Rabba there at the moment is 8. So stakes of £12.50 would return us £100. And our second selection is Chairman of the Board, and that's currently 11. So stakes of £9 and 9 would return us £100. And our third selection would be Mum's Tipple. And Mum's Tipple is currently 11.5. So stakes of £8.70 would return us £100. And our fourth selection would be Desert Cop. And Desert Cop right down the bottom there on 42. So stakes of £2.38 would return us £100. And Apollo 1 would be our fifth selection. And that's currently trading at 12.5. So stakes of £8 would return us £100. And so far we've staked £40.67. So we've got £9.33 left. And Ali's Dancer is our sixth in. And Ali's Dancer there is 29. So stakes of £3.45 would return us £100. And Aberama Gold would be our seventh selection. That's trading at 14. So let's just add up what we've staked again now. That was £44.12, and the maximum we can have on Aberama Gold will be £5.88, so not too terrible. So back into the 145 at Newmarket, we've got 6 running for us. That's Rabar, Chairman of the Board, Mum's Tipple, Desert Cop, Apollo 1, and the Lee's Dancer, and the lesser amount will be Aberama Gold. Into the 3rd race at Newmarket, this is the 220. And our top selection here is going to be Stay Well, and that's right down the bottom on 55. Stakes of £1.82 would return us £100, and our second selection is McLean House. And McLean House, that's showing at 48. Stakes of £2.08 would return us £100. And Lion of War is our third in, that's currently 14. So stakes of £7.14 would return us £100. And our fourth selection is Mustard Seed. And Mustard Seed is currently on 21. So stakes of £4.76 would return us £100. And King's Code would be our fifth in. This is currently 60. And stakes of £1.67 would return us £100. And then our sixth selection would be Dutch Decoy. And Dutch Decoy, that's in single figures, that's 9.2. And stakes of £10.87 would return us £100. We've only laid out 28.34, so we've still got 21.66 to go yet. Theory of Everything is our seventh selection, and this is 8.6. Stakes of £11.63 would return us £100. And now we're down to £10.03. And Westerton is the next selection, and Westerton is 16.5. So stakes of £6.06 would return us £100. And Beau Pedro will be the next at 13.5. So we're just going to see how much we've got left. £3.97, so that will be our maximum amount on Beau Pedro. So going back to our selections here, we've got 8 running for us. That's Stay Well, McLean House, Lion of War, Mustard Seed, King's Code, Dutch Decoy, Theory of Everything, and Westerton. One of those 8 would return us £100, and Beau Pedro would be the lesser amount. Moving now into the 255 at Newmarket. Yeah, it's a big card there today, nine races. Nice if you're going. And Twilight Calls is our top selection in the 255, and Twilight Calls, that's currently 5.8. So stakes of £17.24 would return us £100. And Var Dream is our second selection there, and that's currently trading at 13. So stakes of £7.69 would return us £100. And our third selection is Mitbahi, and Mitbahi, that's currently 4.2, that's favourite. Stakes of £23.81 would return us £100, and we've now laid out 48.74. That leaves us £1.26, and our next selection is Kurdos, and Kurdos there is 8. So that will be the maximum stake on Kurdos. So the Newmarket 255, we've got 3 running for us. Twilight Calls, Var Dream, and Mitbahi. One of those 3 would return us £100. and Kurdos would be the lower amount. Into the 2,000 guineas, this normally is not a betting race for me because two of the horses have not got 3 lines of form. But because it's the big race of the day, we'll put this in. But there's going to be another reason in a minute, I would think, why I'm not going to bet on it. So let's just see what the prices are. Our top selection is City of Troy. City of Troy is already at 1.71. This would be the only horse we could do in the race as well. So it's definitely going to be a no betting race from our point of view. So I'll just put no bet, no bet on that one. But our second selection here would be Al Yanabi. So let's have a look at the way that's drifting out at the moment. I know Ian fancies this, but 30, I think that's a very good price, especially if you're either going to be looking at each way bets or place bets. I'm not sure I'd go beyond City of Troy. And then Rosalian third in at 8.4. They do seem to be coming for this City of Troy this morning. So it is pushing everything else out. But other than that, I don't know if I can look beyond. You know, you've got Hartem that come out last time and won. That's out to 32. Maybe I'd be looking at doing a little bit with that. You've got Iberian. This is also a big price of 50. So I think if I was just looking for some sort of bets that are big, 30 plus, and the 3 we've got there, I'd most probably give them not an each way bet, I'd mostly give them a place bet. I think those 3, what have we got underneath that? Task Force. Task Force is 29. I mean, if you was to Dutch those ones in places for 4 places, you would pretty much see the prices here just gone under again. That one, Harten 2.9, Al Yanabi 3.35, Iberian 4.3. These are most probably the horses I would be interested in. Task Force 3.25 if I was looking just to do place bets on those 4 outsiders. But that would be it for me there. Nothing other than City of Troy. So that's now moving to the 410 at Newmarket. Our top selection here is, I'm sure I got the pronunciation of this one right last night. Jeremia? No, that don't sound right, does it? But anyway, that's the best we're going to get at the moment. So into the 410. Jeremia is currently at 11.5. Stakes of £8.70 would return us £100. Real Dream is our second one in. This is at the top of the market there at 4.8. Stakes of £20.83 would return us £100. And Percy Shelley is our third selection. This is currently 27, and stakes of £3.70 would return us £100. And Knightswood is our fourth selection. This is currently 6.8. So we'll see what we've laid out just before we go into that one. 33.23, so we had £16 something. So yeah, that's fine. Knightswood 6.8, £14.71 would return us £100, and that would leave us now £2.06. So Relentless Voyager would be our next selection at 6.4, and that can only have the maximum stake on that one. So the 410, we're going to go here. We've got 4 running for us. Jeremia, Real Dream, Percy Shelley and Knightswood, one of those four, would return £100, and Relentless Voyager would be the lower amount. Into the sixth race, well, it's not a seventh race, isn't it? Yep, seventh race at Newmarket, which is now the 4:45. We've gone for Weald of Darcy. Sorry about that. Christ almighty. Right, the 4:45, we've gone for Weald of Darcy here. And Weald of Darcy, well, that's currently 100 at the moment, so £1 on that would return us £100. We Never Stop, and We Never Stop, that's currently trading at 40, so stakes of £2.50 would return us £100. And Dapper Valley is our third selection, that's currently 6.6, and stakes there of £15.15 would return us £100. And Chagrin is our next in. This is currently 5.2, and stakes of £19.23 would return us £100. So with those four already betted, we got £12 and 12p left. Then our next selection is Trefour or Trefour. This is currently 10.5. So stakes there of £9.52 would return us £100. And that leaves us £2.59. And our next selection is going to be James Delight. And James Delight is 16.5. So that will be our last bet there. The 4:45 at Newmarket, we got 5 running for us. Weald of Darcy, We Never Stop, Dapper Valley, Chagrin and Trefour. One of those 5 would return us £100, and James Delight would be the lesser amount. Into the 8th race there at Newmarket, which is the 5:15. As I say, there's a lot of runners at these meetings today. Took me ages. So we'll start with our top selection here, which is Love Billy Boy. And Love Billy Boy, that's currently trading at 19. So stakes of £5.26 will return us £100. And Quatre Bras, that is 22. So stakes of £4.55 would return us £100. And Run Boy Run is going to be our third in. That's currently 30. So stakes of £3.33 would return us £100. And Betty's Bay is going to be our 4th selection, and that is currently 28. So stakes of £3.57 would return us £100. And our 5th selection is going to be City House. That's currently trading at 40. So stakes of £2.50 would return us £100. Then we got Romany, which is our 6th selection, is it? Yeah. And Romany there is right down the bottom. That's on 130. So stakes of 77p would return £100. Don't forget Betfair would need a minimum of £1. Royal Zabil is our next in, and Royal Zabil is currently 25. So stakes of £4 would return us £100. Indivar is the next one we're going to look at. And Indivar, that's currently 13.5. So stakes of £7.41 would return us £100. And so far we've laid out 31.39, so 18.61 left. And then we've got Pedro Valentino. Pedro Valentino, this one is 23. So stakes of £4.35 would return us £100. And Key to Kotai, that will be our next in. And this is currently on 12. So stakes of £8.33 would return us £100. And just quickly, we've now got left £5.93, and Kodiak Thriller is our next selection, and that is currently at 12.5. So we're just going to go and put the rest of the stakes on Kodiak Thriller. That is £5.93, and that's going to be our last selection. And we've got, I think it's 10 running for us there. We've got Love Billy Boy, Quattro Brass, Run Boy Run, Betty's Bay, City House, Romany, Royal Zabil, Indivar, Pedro Valentino, and Key to Kotai. One of those 10 would return us £100, and Kodiak Thriller would be our lesser amount. And into the 9th race and the last race at Newmarket, another big field here. This is the 550. I think this was a non-runner here, wasn't there? Yeah, Epsom Faithful, we did that. Our top selection here is going to be Speriamo. And Speriamo, that's currently 30. So stakes of £3.33 would return £100. And our second selection is Darkness. And Darkness, that's trading at 21. So stakes of £4.76 would return us £100. Then we've got Carolus Magnus. And Carolus Magnus, this is 14. So stakes of £7.14 would return us £100. Then we've got Chuzzlewit. Chuzzlewit, that one is 24. So stakes of £4.17 would return us £100. Then we've got Zosimus, and Zosimus is 14, and stakes of £7.14 would return us £100. And our next selection in is Arthur's Realm, and Arthur's Realm, that's 21 at the moment. So stakes of £4.76 would return us £100. And Sudden Ambush. Sudden Ambush, that is 12.5. So stakes of £8 would return us £100. We've now laid out 39.31, so we've got £10.69 left. And Legend of Leros, or Leros, and this is currently 46. So stakes of £2.17 would return us £100. And Auto, another one down the bottom, that is currently trading at 46. So stakes of £2.17 also would return us £100. And we've now got £6.34 left. And our next selection is Bystander. Bystander, another one down the bottom, but not so big, 13.5. So let's just add up everything else again, and we've got left £6.34. So that will be our last selection stake. So going back into the last race at Newmarket, we've got 9 running for us. Speriamo, I should have said, Darkness, Carolus Magnus, Chuzzlewit, Zosimus, Arthur's Realm, Sudden Ambush, Legend of Leros, and Auto. One of those 9 will return £100, and Bystander will be the lower amount. So that's everything done at Newmarket, so we're going to go and do a recap on there. We'll just get the calculator out for this meeting. And we'll start off with Newmarket, the 110. We've got 3 running for us: Heritage House, Azure Angel, and Unequal Love. One of those 3 would return us £100. And Funny Story, we had £13.37 over. And we're going to put the price with that of 5.7. And that will return us £76.20, so that will be fine. That will be another one with profit. Then into the second race, the Newmarket 145. We've got 6 running for us here: Rabar, Chairman of the Board, Mum's Tipple, Desert Cop, Apollo 1, and Elise Dancer. One of those 6 will return us £100. And our last selection there would be Aberama Gold. £5.88 was the lowest stake that we could do, or the only stake we could do, and the price we got was 14. So a return on Aberama Gold of 82.32 would be okay as well. Into the third race, the 220. We've got 8 running for us here. We've got Staywell, McLean House, Lion of War, Mustardede, King's Code, Dutch Decoy, Theory of Everything, and Westerton. One of those 8 would return us £100. And the other one we had left was Bo Pedro with just £3.97 in the kitty, but the price was 13.5. So that gives us a return of 53.59, so it would be money back on that selection. Into race 4, this is the 255 at Newmarket. We've got 3 running for us: Twilight Calls, Vadream, and Mitbahi. One of those 3 would return us £100. And the last horse we had there was Kurdos. We only have £1.26 left in the kitty. We put that on at 8, and that will return us £10.08. So not a lot, but we've got 3 running for us. Then we went into the 2,000 guineas. I'm not even going to put a bet down for that one. That's just City of Troy as the top selection. You know what you're going to do there. I mean, as I said, there's some big prices there if you're looking at all different markets. But for me, it's a no betting race. Then we go into the 410 at Newmarket. We've got 4 running for us here. Jeremiah. That was it. At least I got it right before the end of the programme. Jeremiah. Real Dream, Percy Shelley, and Knightswood. One of those 4 will return us £100. And Relentless Voyager was the other horse. We only had £2.06 left to stake when we had a price of 6.4. So we would return there £13.18. So not a lot, but we have got 4 running for us. And remember, I think I've got that right now, Jeremiah. But I won't have to bother with that one anymore today. Right, into the 445 at Newmarket. We've got 5 running for us here. World of Darcy, We Never Stop, Dapper Valley, Shagran, and Trefor. One of those 5 would return us £100. And James's Delight. We only had £2.59 left to stake, and we'll times that by the price of 16.5, and that gives us a return of 42.73. So on our way to getting our money back there, about £8 short. And the other 5 we've got running for us anyway. Then into the 515 at Newmarket. This is where we had 10 running for us. That was Love Billy Boy, Quattro Brass, Run Boy Run, Betty's Bay, City House, Romani, Royal Zabil, Indivar, Pedro Valentino, and Kita Katai. One of those 10 would return us £100. And Kodiak Thriller was our last selection. We had £5.93 left, and we would put that on at 12.5 for the price, and that will return us £74.12, so there will be a profit on that one. And into the last race at Newmarket, we got 9 running for us in the 550. Speriamo, Darkness, Carolus Magnus, Chuzzlewit, Zosimus, Arthur's Realm, Sudden Ambush, Legend of Leros, and Auto. One of those 9 would return us £100, and Bystander would have been the last one left, £6.34 to be staked on this, and the price was 13.5. So if Bystander was to win, we would return 85.59, which would be pretty good. So that is about it for Newmarket today. There's plenty to get stuck into there, and lots of money to win or lose, I might add, because there's so many runners, open fields and everything there. But good luck with whatever you're playing, and we'll be back this evening with the results show, and hopefully we can get some kind of profit out of today, because it was a downer yesterday, really, when we give all the profit back from the day before. So, but these things happen. All right, so enjoy your racing today, and thanks for watching.